The Orange Fuhrer has decided to wage war on his own nation. He's sending in the military to Portland, Oregon, and he told them to use full force, which is not a thing. Deadly force is a thing. Less than lethal force is a thing. And I do think that Donald Trump is being purposefully ambiguous with that. You know, I do think that he wants to light the candle, but he knows he can't get away with saying you have full authorization to use deadly force on any protesters. We know that Donald Trump hates the First Amendment. We know that Republicans hate the First Amendment. These people do not care about freedom of speech. They care about freedom of their speech. And now we've got concrete evidence of this. So we have a lot of things to cover. I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. And also remember, if you do want to support the channel financially, please do. This is real independent media. This is what it looks like. It looks like some New York douchebag with his cat sleeping on the floor next to him in his fucking office. So if you want to help me out, there's a couple of ways that you can help. You can buy merch like the Democratic Socialist poster or the Constitusi mug. You can click the thanks button down below to donate to the channel. You can click the join button down below to become a member, which will give you access to videos early and some special emotes. You can become a patron on Patreon. Huge shout out to all of the patrons. And you can use the 40% off discount code for Ground News located in the description below. Without further ado, I think we should just dive right in. So the first thing I'm going to show you is ICE agents in Chicago going, quite literally practicing entrapment to try and grab this random guy. This is going to make you laugh your ass off, okay? Shouts out to the biker here. We have a guy on a bike. Just watch the fucking video. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Hey, bitch! Okay. I'm not a U.S. citizen. What's up?
That's the guy on the bike. Look at him ruin the frame. That's the fucking funny. I'm not a U.S. citizen. What's up? No, it was more like this. He was more like this. Hold on. I'm not a U.S. citizen. What's up? Like. By the way, I do want to point out. Look at all of these fat fucks. Look at this fat fucking bastard. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Come on. Now, by the way, not being a U.S. citizen is not a crime. Just so you know, like, there's a little thing called a green card. There's a little thing called a visa. Like, there are plenty of people in the United States who are not U.S. citizens, and they are here completely legally. Him riding around saying I'm not a U.S. citizen is not a fucking crime. But he is goading the Navy, the gravy seals. He is goading the white supremacists. I mean, look at this bald fuck. You could see his head peeking over my little camera here. These are white supremacists. These are the Patriot Front. These are the Proud Boys. These are the guys who were too fat to get into the military, but they've always been trying to cling on to that desperate little bit of power back when they were in the fucking high school football team. So you know what they did? They got a badge and a gun, and now they bully brown people for a living because they're fucking inferior dog men. Watch this.
Hey, I'm not a U.S. citizen. Come on, John.
See that? He dropped his phone. Now this is where you're about to watch ICE agents use that phone as bait. Go, you dropped your phone, come here. And as soon as he tries to get the phone, they all fail to tackle him. But this is gonna fill you with some joy. Go. Get on it. Go. Fuck yeah, home free, my brother. Inshallah. Mashallah. Like, dude, legend. And now you're gonna watch these two 95-year-old cunts thanking the Nazis for being there. I would like to point out that these two white cunts have probably never had to deal with a single struggle in their entire life, other than being beaten by their alcoholic husbands.
We work for you. We work for you.
You guys are wonderful. You guys are wonderful. These fucking dumb cunts would probably repeal the 19th Amendment. Literally. And I guarantee you this dumb bitch goes to church every fucking Sunday and thanks God. Meanwhile, she probably watches the Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All video from DHS about our fucking migrants and goes, yeah! Like, suck my fucking dick with your toothless lips, you old cunt. Anyway, so I wanted to start off with just a funny video of that biker just riding away, because now we're going to start moving into some nightmare news, okay? Tomorrow, Pete Hegseth is having his meeting with the entire command leadership of the United States military. If you've been sleeping under a rock and you don't know this, Pete Hegseth, the alcoholic Fox News host who is now the Secretary of War, he decided to call up every single leader of the United States military from all over the fucking planet, force them all to fly back to Virginia to meet in the exact same building, which has been publicized to both our friends and our enemies. Which is the biggest security concern I have ever heard in my entire life. Not to mention the fact that we are now getting word that the King Doland, is going to be at the meeting, which is surprising because, as we've talked about in previous videos, this has never happened before. But in 1935, Heinrich Himmler called in every single member of the German military to Berlin for a meeting with the Fuhrer, where they would have to change their oath from an oath to the Constitution of the Weimar Republic to an oath to the Fuhrer, which is what is going to happen. This is a take an oath to Donald Trump. A lot of these generals are going to get fired, and it's because they will refuse to change their oath from an oath to the Constitution to an oath to Donald Trump. Now, we're getting new details that part of this meeting is because Pete Hegseth wants a photo op. This meeting is going to be under an hour, so he flew people from all over the world, the entire United States military leadership from all over the world, for under an hour because he wants a really good video about the warrior ethos and bringing back warrior ethos, and that these men who have stars on their, literally said that the only people who are coming is if you have a star. You have to be the rank of like lieutenant general or colonel. You have to have a star, and it'll make for a really good video to have people with a star on. I'm not even kidding. That is the official reason for this meeting. Defense Secretary and alcoholic Pete Hegseth ordered hundreds of generals to travel from around the world to hear him make a short speech on military standards and the, quote, warrior ethos, multiple people familiar with the event told the Washington Post. Hegseth's orders, which were sent earlier this week to senior generals and admirals worldwide, require anyone in a command position with the rank of one-star general to rear admiral and above, as well as their senior enlisted leaders, to be at Marine Corps University in Quantico, Virginia on Tuesday. So they literally are doing this because the people with the stars are going to make for a better banger-ass propaganda video. That's what this is. What does the warrior ethos means? Oh, so warrior ethos is when two men who are warriors decide to start fucking each other up the ass because the gayest thing that you can do is fuck a woman, bro. That gives you cooties, man. You gotta love your fellow comrade if you want to fight alongside them. Just ask the Navy. Exemptions will be granted on a rare basis with approval from top military officials, the people familiar with the matter said. Speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss sensitive planning, quote, it's meant to be an eyeball-to-eyeball kind of conversation. He wants to see the generals. So this is literally a failure to the United States military, Fox News host, raging alcoholic who cannot quit drinking on the job, trying to tell our generals about having that warrior ethos. Bro, you're like, you couldn't even throw an axe in New York City. We saw this. Have you guys ever seen the video footage? Look it up. Look up Pete Hegseth axe throwing. He tries to throw an axe at a target, goes over the target, and nearly fucking kills a random cameraman. Brother, you don't have an ounce of testosterone in your fucking body. I'm willing to bet money you have a micro penis. You also got so fucking drunk that you got on the stage of a strip club to spew out your anti-Muslim Islamophobic rhetoric to the point where you got banned from the strip club. You know how fucking hard it is to get banned from a strip club? You fucking idiot. Anyway. The orders, first reported by The Post on Thursday, were delivered without any stated reason, sending staff, many of whom will be coming in from commands that are focused on the world's global conflicts, scrambling to make travel arrangements. The directive comes in the wake of Hegseth's firing of numerous senior military officers without cause, upending military norms and creating a culture of fear in the Pentagon. By the way, this isn't just in the military, this is happening in the FBI. We saw this, Kash Patel getting grilled on the fucking House Committee floor because he has fired thousands of FBI agents because they had to investigate Trump. Because guess what? Trump committed like 72 felonies. And now anybody who ever had to investigate Trump fired from the FBI. Now it's happening to our fucking military. They are literally creating a loyalist military where the only people who will be left in the FBI, in the Department of Homeland Security, in the United States military are people who are willing to get on their hands and knees and suck Trump's micro-orange penis. The Pentagon has declined to clarify the purpose or detail the agenda of the meeting and did not immediately respond to questions in the nature of Hegseth's speech. Sean Parnell, a spokesman, affirmed in a statement that Hegseth will be addressing his senior military leaders early next week. Quote, "They don't need a talk from Secretary Hegseth on the warrior ethos," a defense official said. Exactly. Now, we talked about this. This is the last part I'm going to cover. Look at this. I can show you the tweet, but we covered it in the last video. Hegseth appeared to address concerns about the meeting for the first time Friday morning using his personal social media account, that's X, after retired senior officer Lieutenant General Ben Hodges, okay, let's say that again, Lieutenant General Ben Hodges tweeted out that German generals were called to a surprise assembly in Berlin in 1935 and required to swear a personal oath to the Fuhrer. Now, our alcoholic Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, retweeted it and went, "Cool story, General." That's guilt. That is guilt. If you are the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America and somebody equates what you are doing to Nazi Germany and you do not either A, take offense, or B, say you're fucking crazy, that means they're right. That means they are right. That's what that means. So tomorrow, please do fully expect the United States military to be decimated. And I do mean that literally, decimate. Look up the definition of decimate. It doesn't mean destroyed. It means a large percentage of them are going to be fired and removed from their positions because they are not loyal to the Fuhrer. Now, speaking of the Fuhrer, we're going to have a special guest at the meeting tomorrow. Trump says he'll attend Pete Hegseth's gathering of generals to tell them, quote, how well we're doing militarily. Trump said, wait, is this Trump? Yeah, Trump said, it's really just a very nice meeting talking about how well we're doing militarily, talking about being in great shape. You, Donald, are going to talk about being in great shape. Shut the fuck up. Talking about a lot of good, positive things. It's just a good message. We have some great people coming in, and it's just an esprit de corps. You know that expression, esprit de corps? That's what it's all about. We're talking about what we're doing, what they're doing, and how we're doing it. By the way, Trump is so fucking stupid that when he was asked about this, he thought foreign generals were coming to the United States of America for this meeting. It was like, why can't they come? I mean, if you have a Japanese general, why not just let him come? I'm not kidding. That is what, this guy is so fucking stupid. I'm like, forget the auto pen. I think we have an auto president. I think it's Stephen fucking Miller is the auto president. So yeah, King Dolan is going to be at the Fuhrer's new swearing in rally. Now, we're going to shift focus and talk about the First Amendment. As we all know, Donald Trump is a fascist. Every single person in the Trump regime is a fascist. They are actively assaulting the First Amendment. And recently, the Fuhrer signed a new presidential memorandum which obliterated the First Amendment. And I'm not joking. The First Amendment no longer exists. I'm not kidding. The First Amendment no longer exists. Get a look at this. The presidential memorandum has direct and immediate implications for tax-exempt organizations who the government perceives as espousing anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christian values, support for the overthrow of the United States government, which is hilarious because you literally attempted to overthrow the United States government, extremism on migration, which just means you don't think migrants should be thrown in concentration camp, extremism on migration, race, and gender, or hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family, religion, and morality. This was just added into the counterterrorism tools. You understand what this means? Anybody and everybody who holds any of these beliefs is now a terrorist. Anti-American values. What does that even mean? I'm anti-American imperialism. I don't think we should be waging forever wars in the Middle East. I guess that's anti-American values. Anti-Christian values. Oh, well, I don't think that the United States of America is a Christian nation. Actually, sorry, I phrased that wrong. The United States of America is not a Christian nation. That's a fact. And facts don't care about your fucking feelings, vermin. So I guess that makes me a terrorist. Anti-capitalism. Yeah, well, we are living through the effects of hyper-capitalism, and I think they're pretty bad. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Support for the overthrow of the United States government. Well, the government is fascist, and I do not support a fascist government, so I guess that one, chalk it up. Extremism on migration. I think that just means I don't believe that we should be throwing people into death camps. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Extremism on race. I think everybody should be treated equally. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Extremism on gender. Oh, I think transgender people should be treated normally. I guess that makes me a terrorist. Hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family. Oh, is that one man, one woman? That's marriage? Well, I think that anybody should be allowed to get married, so I guess that makes me a terrorist. Hostility towards traditional American views on religion. Oh, well, again, back to the Christianity thing. And then hostility towards traditional American views on morality. What that literally means is loyalty to Israel. That's morality. That's what they mean. They go, well, the traditional American view on morality is we side with Israel because the other side are big, brown, scary terrorists. Meanwhile, I could show you a video of Marco Rubio shaking the hands with the new leader of Syria, who I've literally watched a video of decapitating someone's head when I was fucking 7 years old. Remember when you were a kid and you saw those fucking videos of people sawing off people's heads, the early ages of the internet? You remember that shit? The motherfucker who was sawing off heads is the leader of Syria. He was invited to the UN General Assembly and got to shake Marco Rubio's hand. Meanwhile, we didn't allow the fucking Palestinians to come. Meanwhile, we didn't even allow the fucking Palestinians to come. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Oh, death of free speech. All right, moving on.
Я готов отвечать, comrade Big Mommy Milkers. I am Russian and I am in Danish military airspace.
Literally, that's where we're at. The fucking Ruskies, the goddamn fucking Russian horde. It's not just in Ukraine. It's not just in Poland. It's not just in Estonia. It's not just in Alaska. Now it's in fucking Denmark. Drones seen over Danish military bases in latest air disruption. Drones have been seen near military facilities, including Denmark's largest, following a series of incidents that caused air disruption earlier this week. The devices were observed above Karup Air Base, among others, forcing it to briefly close its airspace to commercial traffic. Possible sightings were also reported in Germany, Norway, and Lithuania. Yo, when does NATO put together a team? We're putting together a team of Delta Force and the SAS and the French frog jumping snipers. I don't know what the fuck you French are. But when do we put together a special team and we fucking drop into the fucking Winter Palace and we snag up Daddy Vladdy and we zip tie his hands and we duct tape his mouth and we extradite him to the U.S. and we charge him and we hang him? When do we do that? Is that ever an option, or are we just gonna let this fucking Russian dog just fuck his way through Europe? I mean, Jesus Christ. Danish authorities said Thursday's incursions appeared to be a hybrid attack, but cautioned that they had no evidence to suggest Moscow was behind it. Ah, yeah, no, you're right. It was probably fucking aliens. Of course it's Moscow! It's your fucking head! Jesus. Jesus. So yeah, now we got the fucking Ruskies. Now, I want to show you something else. We're going to move on again. So Donald Trump has dementia. Donald Trump is a brain-dead fucking idiot. And he's so stupid that not only does he believe in QAnon conspiracy-level alien technology called medbeds. You ever seen those sci-fi movies where a motherfucker has a broken bone or he's got cancer and he gets into a bed, in the bed there's the vroom, 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 and it does a and then the guy comes out and goes, "You're all clear, cancer cells removed, bone fixed." Guess what? That shit ain't real. Did you need me to tell you that? Because if you did, you might be fucking stupid. That shit ain't real. There's an AI-generated video of Donald Trump talking about giving every American their own med bed. It's AI-generated. And Donald Trump posted it because he's so fucking stupid and has so much dementia that he can't even tell when an AI video of himself is AI generated. He can't even remember what he said. He doesn't even know what he fucking said. God damn it. Watch this.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system. The launch of
She's AI generated too.
America's first medbed hospitals and a national medbed card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive their own medbed card.
Who was that? Donald Trump? Their own medbed card. Listen to this. How do you fall for this? It's you. It's your own voice.
Receive their own medbed card.
He posted it.
That you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world.
What world? Which world? Fucking Venus? Because this shit doesn't exist.
These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the beginning
the type of shit you would see in Helldivers.
of a new era in American healthcare.
He can't even look at you because he knows it's fake.
In this first phase, only a limited number of medbed cards will be released. Registration details will be announced very soon.
Dude, I hope to God every single MAGA voter registers for this shit. And they're like, all we need is your bank account information and your social security number. I'm not kidding. I hope every single person who voted for Donald Trump has their life fucking ruined. Bank accounts drained. Thrown into a re-education camp. I hope your fucking kids get taken away from you. Deadass, on God, verbatim. Call me what you want. Couldn't give less of a fuck. My opinion matters. Yours doesn't. Speaking of, some fucking madman, a Marine who fought in the Iraq War, drove his truck into a Mormon church, got out with an AR, started shooting motherfuckers, and then lit the bitch on fire. But it's gotta be the radical left. No! He's a Trump voter. It's fucking crazy. Look at this footage. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this shit. At least 4 people were killed, 8 others injured from a gunman drove into a Michigan church, opened fire, set the building ablaze before being killed by the police. We know about him. His name is Thomas Jacob Sanford. Here he is. This chummy smile. Sanford joined the Marine Corps in 2004, according to the Marine records. What else? There was something about him wearing a Trump shirt. Yeah, here it is. Image uploaded to Facebook in 2019 shows Thomas Jacob Sanford wearing a Trump 2020 shirt. I'm sweating my balls off because of how fucking worked up I am right now. But yeah, so listen, we have a problem with veterans, and I wanted to talk about this, which is that I know this man is a monster, okay? He killed a bunch of people. He killed a bunch of innocent people. But before he was a monster, I'm willing to bet money that this was a United States veteran begging for help, and the government told him to go fuck himself. I'm willing to bet money that this guy was at the VA begging for mental health care. But guess what? The Trump regime defunded it and told him, your mental health is not related to your service. Go fuck yourself. And now we have to deal with these white 50-year-old or 40-year-old, armed to the teeth, mentally ill Iraq war veterans just shooting everyone the fuck up. It's like a very common thread, okay? And meanwhile, this is the last thing I wanted to show you. Meanwhile, while we're defunding the VA, don't worry, your tax dollars are going to where it belongs, like covering the White House in gold. This is literally what Trump fucking posted, dude. Trump posted this shit because your tax dollars were just spent on the new gold lining that we're lacing the fucking White House with, that we're gilding the White House with. Even though it's gilded with gold on the outside, it is rotten on the fucking inside. That's what this shit is. You know, it's like one of those the Jewish coins, the Jewish chocolate coins. You know what I mean? What do they do that around Hanukkah or some shit? You're like, oh, it's a gold coin, and then you bite into it, it's a piece of chocolate. That's what this fucking shit is. It's tacky. It's gross. Ugh. Why does it look like a jock strap too? Is that supposed to cover your fucking nuts, bro? Jewish chocolate coins. You guys don't know what you're talking. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Do you guys not know any Jews? You guys not, am I being anti-Semitic right now? I'm pretty sure around Hanukkah, Jews have like a bag of golden chocolate coins and they give them out. The fuck? The fuck? But yeah, no, we're just covering our fucking White House in gold. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. If you're here live, you stay. We're going to keep on going. Oh, if you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you very much for tuning into the Valenti VOD. Holy shit, my nation is collapsing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have to burp again. Ah! I screamed instead of burping, and that hurt. Ha! Buy merch, give me all of your money, and click that video over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers.